Up, everybody? Before y'all start jumping on here, I just wanted to get the public service announcements out of the way. So make sure you go to my website, www.safetycomplianceagency.com, to check out all the survival gear that I've got available on the site. We got solar powered devices, we got emergency food, 20-year shelf life food storage stuff. There's all kinds of stuff on there. So go check that out, www.safetycomplianceagency.com. So the message today is escape. It's urgent. Escape. And if y'all wondering why I got the shirt on and everything, my business is a fire safety company. So we do a lot of service work in and around the area on a lot of movie sets and stuff. What's up, everybody? This was unannounced live. I just felt like sharing some information and throwing some stuff out there for y'all to chomp on, and y'all throw some stuff back at me so I can digest it as well. But I wanted to do a live, when I'm driving. I got a lot of time on my hands driving from this point A to point B, so I like to, keep my time positive and keep it moving. So I won't be able to really read none of y'all's messages because I'm trying to focus on the road, but I just wanted to drop some info as to, not y'all know what's going on, but I wanted to drop some additional info on how to view it. So the title was Escape Now, right? So what I meant by that is, don't go run out the house. I mean, ain't a missile incoming that I know of, not yet anyway. But there's no secret intel or anything. The escape now part is, make sure that your escape route has been planned up here. And what I mean by that is, escape not necessarily your region, but maybe your old way of thinking, your old way of moving through this dimension. You gotta get your escape routes down. It's just the same as evacuation route for a hurricane, or where to take cover if it's a tornado, so on and so forth. So your escape route is going to be the pre-designed or premeditated route that you're going to take mentally to get out of something. Okay, there's two different ways, maybe three, to get up out of something. So one of the two basic ways, you got your mental and then you got your physical. So most people, we think about the times are getting worse and getting rough and stuff like that, so we're going to have to do a lot of physical stuff to fight back or to defeat something. Really, it's all here first. It's important that I stress that because, like I said in my last videos, your stuff that you prep or stuff that you buy to use is only as good as you can put it to use. So, some of us will, not me, but some people will use a device specifically for that one situation, when in fact it can be used on multiple things, multiple fronts. You can use the same device. So without the mental being there, without those escape routes already being analyzed and put in place and put to practice, you're going to limit yourself no matter what gadgets you buy. So I do want to stress that as you guys see me marketing the Ford Patriot stuff or any other stuff that I put on here to say, hey, this is some stuff I got, if y'all need it, blah, 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 right? You can access this stuff. I want you to first, though, before you get excited and just buy something just because it looks cool, I want you to also start to gravitate or levitate towards the mental side of prepping, the how you motivate yourself in a depressive situation, how you look past the situation to find your exit, and how you can start practicing those thoughts now and build up. It's almost like you're building up a battery for use for later. If you let your battery go down, when you need to turn on the ignition, it might not crank for you. So your mind is the battery for the rest of the vehicle, the body, to crank off of. So we gotta make sure that we're not getting so caught up in the, oh my goodness, what's going to happen, and oh my goodness, the food prices are, yeah, y'all already know. just already know the prices are going to keep going up on everything. Ain't no sense complaining about it. Hustle up, make more money. That's a part of the escape route. Hustle up, team up with some other folks, put your stuff together. Hispanic people do it. People from other countries, they pull their money together and then they hit the objective a lot quicker. And then there's another. I know y'all say my family, they don't care about this stuff. It's just on their head, blah, blah, blah. Then get with some other groups of folk that do care about it. Okay, go out of your way to find them. How do you do that? Go places you ain't went before. Stop going to the same stuff over and over and over. We're habitual acting people. You already know that, and they know that. They know how to get you habitualized onto different thoughts and different systems of thoughts to where you can't escape. That's the whole point, is so that you can't escape. You can't escape the situations. You can't escape having to pay more for stuff, so on and so forth, because of your programming, how you think and how you participate with all this stuff you think is normal. So the title being, and for all you guys that just popped in here at the beginning of the live, I went over the website again, www.safetycomplianceagency.com. I've got self-defense. I'm sorry, no, not self-defense. I've got survival equipment on there and long-term food storage stuff, and I'm going to upload some more stuff, so I want to make sure you get that info. Also, on that website, if you're trying to earn more money, let's say, you can take my fire safety officer training course. It's an online course you can take in the comfort of your own home, and you can download the certificate at the end of it and put yourself in another position to earn another income stream. I also have because it's a common thing out here, it's called the Pandemic Safety Officer Training Course. It's just a course that allows you to be certified business to business. You got to kind of stay up on some of this. Company does business with other companies and you get your livelihood from it. You got to stay in tune. Doesn't mean you got to participate 100%, but you need to have some credentials, so to speak. That's an escape route. You have some credentials in the system that allow you to move around the system without you being totally a part of the system. So having credentials through training, emergency credentials, things that allow you to be on the road when everybody else can't. You remember how they did it a couple of years back? 2.5 years ago, they shut the whole thing down, and people were having to use little pass the port, so to speak. They were having to use items from their job or from their employer to move around on the roads. So y'all think that's not going to happen again? Or you think that was just a little teaser, like for real. So that was a little teaser. That was like, and I'm not trying to speak anything into existence. I'm just talking about stuff that already occurred. That was a little teaser. That was like, oh, okay, let's lay this on them and see what's up, see how they think about this, see what they think about this. And now they saw what you thought about it. So they're like, that was easy, because the escape route wasn't formed yet for that. Most people were still stuck on, when am I going to get my check from my job, or, what show am I going to watch on TV, so on and so forth. So okay, we back. Y'all know when I'm doing these lives, I'm rolling city to city, so no telling if I get a signal or not. So just bear with me. We'll pop back up in here. So if you see me messing with my neck, I got a bite. So I got this bite sting kit. I keep these on hand. There's another escape route. Stuff be biting you, man, out here. You don't know what you're getting injected with. These little insects, these designer insects that are floating around out here, ones that they done released already. So this kit, it's got this, I'll show it to you when I get done. You get a sting or something, you get these from Walmart. They're like $15. Bite sting kit, it's pretty tight. It's for snake bites too. I ain't trying to get no snake bite, but if I did, at least I got a remedy for it. There's another escape route. You got to think in advance of things. You got to think in details. You got to think on things that are less fixated on emotionalism, and less fixated on making you think this side or that side, and start getting fixated on what is it you need to be in the middle, you need to be in balance with. All the stuff out here they got going on, they got it so unbalanced that you stay in unbalance. You stay in imbalance constantly. The more you see and hear imbalance, the more your life will magnify or intensify it coming your way. It will just suck it right your way. So that's a part of the programming that, you know, certain entities know exactly how to calibrate that stuff to get the fullest effect. And then we do the job of beating each other up. You know, you can kill people without taking their life. You can take people out without taking their life. All you got to do is verbally, socially, all kinds of other ways, give them, back them in a corner to where you get the story out first that they the bad guy, they the this, they the that. Next thing you know, it's just like some type of genocide tool, but they living. You know, y'all seen them do that to celebrities. Y'all seen them do that to celebrities where the celebrity is crazy and, oh, now he's on drugs, and, you know, Michael Jackson was crazy, Prince was crazy, everybody's crazy, right? Dave Chappelle, everybody's crazy when they stop listening to the people they supposed to listen to. Then they become crazy. But all they do is get the story out first, get it, they got control of all the distribution of where the story goes. So when they get out in front of it, you already been reported on in other countries, you know, as the bad guy, or as the one that's tripping, or the one that's crazy before you wake up in the morning. So they got all kind of stuff going on we don't need to be concerned about. I'm still seeing, when I open my phone sometime, I'll still see stories about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, and then Jada saying something against, making a statement. I'm like, who cares? So the world falling apart is just falling apart, literally, and coming apart at the seams, and they can only talk about the slap and what's happened. I didn't even read it. I just saw the headline. I was like, this is the stupidest thing ever. So those are escape routes that they've been pre-planning on y'all and on me, hoping you take one of them routes where they know where it's going to lead. So I'm saying get your own escape route, whether it means a whole nother physical location, a whole nother the main part though is the mental location, making sure you escape that way and get into that escape and develop your new programming off of that. Hold on, y'all, I gotta send a message to somebody so I can let them know I'll call them back. They didn't know I was doing a live. So but yeah, make sure your escape routes are being practiced. Now, you can have a physical escape route where you train your family or your household. Hey, if a fire occurs, this is what happened. And then you go through all the steps about if a fire occurs. As simple as it sounds, you think everybody knows what to do if there was a fire. In a fire, it's not even a fire, it's the smoke. It's the toxic smoke. So if you don't go over the details of your escape, you might have the escape ladder that you can roll out the upper second floor window for everybody to climb down in an emergency. But if you don't tell them about the smoke, they might not make it to the ladder. So it's all about going through and having this stuff scripted. And I should have titled this, instead of escape, it should have been, I'm gonna do that one next. This is a movie. We on a big A movie set right now. Only thing is, you don't know who the producer is, the key grip. You don't know who the actual celebrity or lead actors are. You just know it looked like a big old movie out here. So actually some of this stuff we see keep resembling the movies because that's predictive programming actually manifests that stuff. So if you watch that stuff enough, your escape route won't be anything but the stuff they showing you and they don't have any solutions in the stuff they're showing you. So you just be like chasing the rabbit down the same hole every time, like a one-way dead-end street. You don't never get off of it. It's a one-way dead-end street. Can't never get out of it. So we don't want to be in that position. So have your little escape routes pre-planned, your mental escape route. And I don't mean go float off on cloud 9 or something. Don't go float off in outer space yet. But yes, the type of energy that you will develop from thinking the thoughts that you want to think, as opposed to the thoughts that all these different groups out here want you to think, will put you in a different realm, whether it's yours that you pick or theirs that they're trying to pick for you. So you just need to know that, and make sure that things that you think are normal, I said this in many videos, stuff y'all think normal, or I think's normal, stop thinking that. Ain't no normal. Just get off of that word. Just uncreate it. It is what it is. When it is, that's what it is. So it's really about that. It's not about normal, or I wish things get back to normal. No, they got you in the rabbit. You're chasing the rabbit's tail down the same hole again. One way dead end street again. So make sure that the things that you thought were normal, that are no more, and are quickly fleeting, make sure that you start understanding that there is no such thing as normal. You create the flow. You know, like when a boxer boxes or an MMA fighter fights, one of them decides the pace. You don't want to be the one chasing the pace. You want to be the one creating the pace. So you have to start getting your stuff situated where you create the pace. The only way you can do that is start pulling back from what most people think normal is. How you observe normalities, or how you think a house is supposed to look. How you think dinner is supposed to look. How you think driving home, going through the drive-through is supposed to look. You're going to have to unnormalize that stuff, because they got more control over it than you do. So at any moment, it could be abnormal instantly. You know, life is like that anyway, but we don't need it to be extra. You have a choice. Some people say, oh, I don't make enough money. That's your choice. I hate to ruffle your tail feather, but that's your choice. I just told you about a way you can earn more money. Go do my certification on my website, and get certified in another skill level, another service level, and have different skill sets available to yourself. And you can go get out here and make money. It don't matter if gas is $10 a gallon. What matters is that you're available to go get this money that they got out here that still kind of works. Just work it till it don't work, y'all. Just work it till it don't work. Use that as a tool to get yourself out of some of those routes that they have pre-planned for a lot of people. That's what you use it for. Can you get all the way out of this stuff? Nah, they got us so many different ways. Birth certificates, social security, they got all kind of stuff. We're bound to it. Until you unbound each bounding. What's bound on earth is bound in heaven. You're bound. So until we start untying those bounds, them ropes, three cord strands of rope, you gotta start untying that off your neck. Then you can start getting loose from it. You got a little bit more capacity to escape to where you want to be. So this was just gonna be a little quick video, little live. I hope y'all getting some substance out of it. I see, and I didn't check to see if Miss E was on here doing the moderation. She may be. I hope so. She's normally up around this time, and C Marie should be on here somewhere. I can't look because I'm driving, and I don't have a driverless car yet, and so I'm having to physically steer. How lazy do you have to be to want cars that you can't control? That's just like the worst case scenario. It's just like a bad movie. It's just like Minority Report. It's just like the book 1984. It's like that. Like, yeah, it's like, how lazy do we have to get where you can't even drive, can't even take pride in washing your car, putting some wax on the hood, cleaning it, doing the little stuff you want to do to it. We're going all the way to the point where the car just show up, nobody in there. I guess police gonna be out of business, ain't gonna be able to write nobody tickets in a minute, because it's just gonna be the car and you in the back seat. That's really funny. But that, I know that's like ultimate control, but there's a lot of people levitating towards that. They trying to sell it right now, so that 20 years from now, it's real easy just to get in that driverless car and go on down the road. Then soon, you're gonna be driverless airplanes and driverless everything else. The planes I hear right now, they really don't need the pilots. The pilots are there for the passengers' comfort. But I was told by a pilot directly, Korean Airlines pilot, he told me, I was asking him some questions. I always hang around on the plane. Everybody get off. I'm like up there at the cockpit asking questions, because that's when the doors are open. And I'm like, I'm always intrigued with all the buttons and lights, and like, yo, what's that do? Oh, that's dope. What is that? Oh, that's the supersonic blaster. We can head to outer space. Really? I didn't know that. So that's a joke. But I'm always asking those questions. And he told me, he said, well, you know, we really aren't needed up here to take off, to fly, because I can autopilot, and to land. They can actually land the plane from the ground. I was like, say what? I know that's doable. I'm not stupid. But I didn't know that planes that I was flying on were capable like that. They're totally autonomous. They can fly by themselves. I don't know if y'all knew that. The pilots be up there chilling. They on autopilot. We over the ocean. They're not flying. The plane's flying. Y'all know that. So the only time they're needed is if there's an actual situation that the plane can't handle, maybe. And also for aesthetics, to make sure that people keep paying the money to get on the plane, because we're not at the place yet where we can say, or we feel comfortable getting on the plane and there's no pilot. Ain't nobody gonna get on no plane. I don't care what country you from. Ain't gonna get on the plane yet. And we're back live and living color. All right, so what I was about the planes, about the cars moving by themselves, we so connected up to it. And the people that are architecting this stuff, they getting this from a script, y'all. This is the scripts. The stuff we think is real life already been scripted. The stuff that you, but I'm gonna just say the stuff you believe, it was scripted for you to believe. It was scripted for me to believe. So it's hard to escape that kind of stuff. You born with certain information getting not even pushed on you. That's just the way life exists for you when you're born. And there it is. You got the script from when you was a baby. And when you was in your mama's stomach, the script was being rehearsed all around you, because you can hear all that. Little babies here get all that information. They getting all that data up until 6 years old. The mind is capable of storing up just about everything that it gets shown or taught or trained to do. It's got that capacity to contain all that information. After 6 years old, it starts degrading. That's why public school exists, because they get you in kindergarten, which I need to find the definition of the word kindergarten, because that's a German word. That comes from Germany. And so does the 40-hour work week that we think is normal. That came from Germany. Hitler did that. He started that over there. He had a bunch of cool stuff for all the people in that country, because he figured out how to make them work the hardest for the cause by taking care of them a certain kind of way. Keep you non-escapable. This is the whole reason for systems and systems inside of systems. So we in a big old matrix system thingy, whatever you want to call this joint. This dimension, third dimension, we trying to get to the fifth or sixth or seventh, eighth, 10th dimension, which if you did that with the knowledge level we have right now, we would be scared and run back to the third dimension for sure, because we can't even go there. We don't have that type of escape capability yet. But we got to start getting it. We got to start keying in on not being taken by another script that's coming out. All these scripts. How can Denzel focus on the movie, but he got 15 different scripts they hand him for 15 different movies? That's what the media is doing right now, handing us 15 different scripts to focus on top of all the passwords, on top of all the mail you get and requirements to file this, driver's license renewal, tag renewal, insurance, this, that. It's paper genocide in reverse. Like this is, if you want to control people, keep them inundated with paperwork, because then you're stuck. You're on a dead end, one-way street again. So if I'm making any kind of sense through my ramblings here, y'all let me know. Make sure we come back to the video, drop some comments. So new people, I'm still trying to get info out to new people. The platform I'm on, sharing this with you, looks like things are not going the way I think they should. They should be escalating in number. They are going downward in number. So I'm gonna have to look into, like somebody told me, some platform called Rumble something. I think it's Rumble. I need my own that says Ramble, Major Ramble channel. But there's some other platforms I'm looking at. Patreon is okay, but then people don't want to pay necessarily to be on my Patreon, because they're thinking I gotta pay to listen to this guy, when really no, you listen, you get all this other stuff, and then you just supporting me through Patreon. That's basically what it is. And then I throw some extras on there for those people that are just in Patreon, once I get enough numbers in there to do that. But I do have a few of those. That's cool. That's another spot. Other than that, I don't know. This is just for people who can hear it. This ain't for everybody. My messages, I've always said that, so I can't be too upset or anything about. I just see the tricks that are being played. I can totally dig it, and I know a lot of people might disagree with this. You probably will agree right about now. I'm not for, if y'all been watching me any length of time, I'm not a politics person. I don't get down with the politics. I've been done with that for some moons. Done with that. I saw the tricks. I know what the motive really is. I'm not going to be party to that. I'm not going to put my energy on that, and I'm not going to receive none back like that. So, and I know there's a place for all of that stuff, but in the current state we're in, all it's doing is down the rabbit's hole and back on a one-way dead-end street. That's all it's doing. The bigger statement would be, everybody don't go do that to show who's really got the biggest voice or biggest muscle around here. But ain't nobody, people ain't gonna do that. They're gonna so stuck in their ways. But I know Trump, and to a lot of people that's a bad name, but I'm just reporting what I saw. Trump was talking about all that, the voting fraud and the this and the that, and there's a lot of evidence out there for it. And then there's the other side that says, oh, you're full of it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. I get it though, because if on my level, I'm a little YouTuber dude, I don't even do this for like my living or anything like that. Do it to put out the information on what I learned, and I noticed that people could use that information. So I'm like, yeah, let me share it. Let me put that energy out there. But I see exactly what he was talking about, and I'm not a billionaire like he is physically. Like mentally, yeah, but not physically. So I see what they do, how they like to squash people's voice that's out here spitting something, and I've heard other channels, other social media platforms and stuff, same information. So it's maybe just one day we all escape up out of the whole social media thing all at once, and they'll be like what? Wait a minute, the whole world would collapse, y'all. If you got off social media today, everybody did it all at once, 50% of people get off social media in one day, this planet would fall apart probably. It'd just probably fall apart. People be running, jumping out the windows. Big old high story buildings, skyscrapers, people be jumping out the windows. Certain people controlling that stuff be jumping out the windows. But anyway, you know, I'm rambling now. I can't really respond to what y'all saying. I hope this message is sticking to the ribs like some grits, shrimp and grits or something. You know, I hope it's sticking to the ribs and you're able to digest some of this. I know we so far away from, there's no more conspiracy theories. That word is not a bad word no more. People are like, the people that said, oh, you're conspiracy theory. See, they'll make a escape-proof phrase for everybody to get involved in so that you can't escape all of these compartments they done created. All these invisible compartments been created all around us. So Black Lives Matter, African American, white people, from vaxxed, unvaxxed, this, anti-gun, gun, pro-gun, pro-life, non-pro. They got all these, all this stuff been created by some people that just sit up there and just laugh. That they falling for this. Instead of them finding themselves, we making sure they find all this other stuff so they can never know the truth. T-R-U-F. Okay? So, I'm just saying, build in your escape. Don't worry about all of the new YouTube videos about $200,000 bunkers, got all this money to design all this stuff, and see, why do they show you that, knowing you can't afford it? Then they know the masses can't afford that, so why they show it? It makes no sense, but it does make sense. If you keep seeing all these Russian oligarchs yachts being seized, how they keep seizing all these yachts and for what reason, is that doesn't translate over to helping me or you one bit. All they're showing is, look how much power we got, so y'all better go sit your you know what down, because if we can take his $200 billion yacht, how you got a $100 million yacht, 200 million anyway, $2 billion yacht, $2 billion estate, that's for all, they just rubbing it in our face. So keep you caught up in some stuff over here while we do the dirty right in front of your face over here, and you don't really see it. They don't care if you eventually see the dirty. They just don't want you to be able to do anything about it, because you can't do nothing about it, because you're too inundated with absorbing all of this bull, all this BS out here, thinking it's the truth. So we all need to just zero back, say zero dark 30 it, go back to zero, and then come forward. Go, how do I want my life to really be? Not include, I'm not talking about I want to be a millionaire, I want to be this, no, I'm talking about scalable, doable things that you can start stair-stepping up the ladder, as opposed to staying on the same rung all the time at the bottom. Okay, and I'm not saying to interview at the bottom. I'm just saying, based on our thoughts and how we think stuff and how we perceive things, how we've been programmed, they always got us in a discontented position to where you want more. Why? Because they'll work harder to go get the more, and they'll stay longer so they can keep working for the more that we keep showing them we have, even though they'll never be able to get up here. So we just let them get to where they can get, and everybody wants that dream to come true. So that's why they come to America. And this is where most of the problems start. So we got to scale that back, say, nah, a lot of people right now just really want to be able to go sit down somewhere and have some peace and quiet. Like, just sit down, eat a little food, drink a little something, and sit down and enjoy the wind blowing the trees. They got it rigged where you can't even do that. You got to fight to get back to that. It ain't hard to get in your car and drive across town, go to the theater, go see Cat Williams down at the auditorium, or do this or do that, get some new shoes, get a $1,000 Fendi bag. They gonna make all that available. They gonna make that available for you. What ain't available as much is the mind capacity to just want to go sit down and relax and enjoy your existence. That's what they don't want you to do. They want you to think the other way as the enjoyment part. That's what they want. So if I could say anything to everybody listening to me right now, try to zero things back. Try to get your, and I can only speak because this is experience. When I went overseas and was staying over there, I was able to do that. I was able to see what it felt like to not have anything to do, to not have the kind of energy, pressing, stressful energy that I have in this region. I wasn't having that over there. I got to where I wasn't really concerned about my holdings or what was going on over here. I still had to take care of business, but there's a different energy elsewhere and everywhere else outside of here that you would see or know if you travel outside of this place, this landmass. It's so energized with stress and hustle, grind, hustle hard. Rappers making songs, you know, hustle hard. I mean, like, dang, I gotta do all that. Yep, you gotta do all that around here. Keep it moving, shawty. You gotta do all that around here. But and there's a time and season for all this stuff. You can hustle hard with the outlook and the plan to, I don't want to hustle no more, so I'm gonna hustle it right now for this many years or whatever, and then I'm gonna go sit down. So we got to learn how to sit down sometime, and we got to learn how to escape the trajectory of what they got pointed at us. And I don't mean that in a literal sense, run because the bombs are dropping. You'll know what to do when that happens. Either you will do it or you won't, and you won't be here or you will. I mean, whatever. Hopefully that never happens. But hope is a big old airfield word. So I think the best course of action is to enjoy the most you can enjoy up here with what you have, right? You can have plans to do more later, but first we got to master how to be content with what we got right now. If we can just get that down, I'm content with whatever it is I got right this minute. Once you start generating that contented energy, it will allow for more of the same to come back to you. That's all I can say, because that's an experience of mine. Whatever you put out, you're going to get back. That means good energy or bad energy. You can say good karma or bad karma. You can say, anything you want to say about that, you can say, but it's going to come back in either form. And there's only two polar opposites: east, west, good or bad, up, down, right, left. So just stay right there, focus on those two levels, good or bad, and start generating the one that you want to come back to you. That's an escape route. That's why I've been telling y'all, put it on the street. Go physically put some good stuff on the streets so it can come back to you. If it don't come directly back to you, maybe go to your kids, your grandchildren. But the energy that you create right now and from here forward is it can never be destroyed. It can only transfer from place to place. So with that being said, be more careful with your actions that you put on the street than how much stuff you go prep. Like I said in another video, I'm prepping for other people too. Like, they don't even know me. I'm prepping for if we meet some folks that need some help. Can you help everybody? Nah, but if everybody had enough to help somebody, nobody had to go run around taking shit, excuse my French, but wouldn't have to do that, because it would be enough people already looking out, even though they don't know who these people are gonna be. Yeah, I got you. I ain't got the other 100 people. I got you. You know, then they'll attack you and take. Well, if that's the energy to come to you, that's what you're supposed to get. But mine ain't gonna be that, because I'm generating a different energy, and that's why my messages aren't as viewed maybe as other channels now, because I said some things that was just too much truth. I'm good with that though. I'm real good with that. That lets me know I'm doing my job. So I can live with that. And as long as the people that I am connecting with are getting this stuff and not just listening to it, putting it on the street, man. You got to take look, don't wait till tomorrow to put something good on the street. Go out your way to do it today. That's the only way you're going to start this process. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Maybe I'll get around to it. Yeah, you procrastinate yourself into poverty that way. That's how that happens. You can be mentally impoverished. You might be filthy rich financially, but you could be mentally impoverished too. So it's all kind of impoverished routes and wealth routes. It ain't just what they showed us wealth is. It's actually what you determine it is for you that becomes your wealth. So once you develop that too, nobody can stop you. It's no more about, oh, I don't have the right looking. No, most billionaires, most multimillionaires that I've met in physical form didn't look like no millionaire. Dude had on some suspenders and some dirty boots. 80 million in the bank. Done sold up all the 80 million in the bank. Driving a pickup truck. A normal pickup truck. No chrome, no nothing. Had the rubber floors in there, everything. Could care less. Could care less about, like, the people that's viewing me didn't get me what I got. So why am I catering back to them? Show them all my stuff. The wealth is up here. And then how you distribute it, that proves your wealth level. And also, if you can walk away from that, would prove your wealth level. Most people can't get down like that because everybody gotta, oh, look at me, I'm over here, I got the new this, yo, I'm flashy, blingy, all that mumbo jumbo. And that's just total put you back in the rabbit's hole. You running around in circles, never finding yourself, kind of thinking. So I just wanted to throw this stuff at you. 246 of y'all out there. Yo, before I go, let's get these likes up. We got 245 folk listening to me right now. 175 thumbs up. What's wrong with that? We need 100% because we 100% kind of folk. When y'all tune in to me, it's the energy that's bringing you. It ain't just major. It ain't all this. It's something else in there, okay? So I need that back. I need the reciprocation back. So I won't be wore out after this live is over, spitting all of this stuff. I'm spitting good energy stuff, so I need good energy response back. We are 197 right now. Let's go. Let's go. Click the like. Punch, 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 punch. Let's go. We at 200. All right, y'all. Let's do this. Y'all can do this. Yeah, you got 5 minutes. You can you got 30 seconds. Let's punch it through. Just show you what we can do right here. Let's push it. Push it, push it. 211. We got 20 more to go. Let's go. Let's go. 214, y'all. Come on. Pick it up. We're almost there. When I see it, I'm going to call it. But until next couple of seconds rolls over, we're almost there. We're at 222. That might be some kind of angel number, 222. I don't know. But, yo, it's a lot of stuff we got to tighten up. Let's tighten it up. I'm at a red light. What you say? Hey, I'm late. No, you're not, Miss E. I told you never late. You right on time. You right on time. We got playback anyway. But yo, I had Nate Dogg on here regulating, so that's funny. You know the old song "Regulate," Nate Dogg. All right. Anyway, we're good. I don't think we had any issues. I appreciate all of y'all. Miss E, just we'll play it back. Play it back. We good. Technology is good when it works. So as long as it's working, we'll be all right. But look, y'all. I appreciate y'all. We at 235, 250. Look, y'all came up just that quick, so that's really dope. Don't forget about my website, www.safetycomplianceagency.com. That's for the 4 Patriots food supply storage stuff and all of the cool solar gadgets. Go check that stuff out. I'll have my links on here like as usual. I'll put them on after this live finishes processing, and then y'all can go back and do what you do there. If you haven't gotten my survival checklist, shame on you. Did a Denzel, shame on you. That's Denzel right there with the finger. No, you know what I'm saying? So go to my website, www.safetycomplianceagency.com. Go to the store. You can download Major Gardner's survival checklist. That's the one that's got a whole bunch of information to fill you in as to what is potentially probable, and then the line items that are on there you can check off. Those are the basic things you're gonna need. Not just the end of the world, the aliens are coming. We do aliens, to be honest. They got it in reverse. Everything's in reverse. slavery, the Trail of Tears, all that stuff's in reverse. They did paper genocide. They just, anyway, go to the site, download that stuff. It's free. It wasn't before. I made it free. And then you got your survival checklist, because a heavy weather event could come through your area. You know what I'm saying? A heat wave can do as much damage as thunderstorms, and so on and so forth. So even if there was never any warfare over here or anything so crazy, it's crazy when that storm comes to your neck of the woods. It's crazy if that E4 tornado whipped through your area. So we normally looking at it on the news like, oh, that's real unfortunate. Them people going through hell. That's they Armageddon right there. Whole town just tore up. Y'all ever think about that? It don't take what you think Armageddon is based off of how you've been trained to perceive and programmed to imagine what it could look like for it to be that type of event for other people that's going through all these tornadoes and floods and all kinds of stuff. So that's hell right there for them when you're going through that, if you get to make it through. So I just want to throw that out there. We at 247. Yo, we got more thumbs ups than people. That's pretty crazy. I don't know what y'all did to figure that out, but that's dope right there. That's dope. That's what I was looking for. I appreciate y'all. Stay tuned. I got my next video is going to be more solar gadgets, some personal water treatment devices that are small enough to fit in your backpack. We're going to go over some ways you can cook outdoors with a portable stove, and the little items that you may need to be able to do that if you got stuck in your car somewhere for an extended period of time, what you need to have in there so that you can still, take care of yourself, and also take care of a couple of other people if they ride with you, because you would hate everybody hungry and you just got enough for yourself, but you got 2 other passengers in the car. That would be bad. So anyway, we'll get back at that here shortly. Maybe by this weekend I'll pop that video up. If y'all liking the content, make sure y'all subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Okay? Go on and subscribe. If you one of the people out there that ain't been getting notified and you are a subscriber, let me know. I can't fix it, but at least I know. Some people told me, yo, Major, I'm not getting the alerts on your videos, but I just happened to go check out your channel and saw that you did a live. I didn't get the alert. So that could be happening all over the place, you know what I'm saying? But I really appreciate y'all. My family appreciate y'all. Y'all stay strong. Let's get this right so we can really have that escape route we need when it's necessary to use it. And till the next video, this is Major signing out for another kind of cool video. Peace.